And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Tech Tip Tuesday. I'm your host, Kasey, and appreciate you for joining. So on today's Tech Tip, we're going to log in as the administrator and take a look at some administrator features that are available to us as an administrator in regards to current activity. So in doing so, I'm going to click on the Tools folder here within the Contact folder list. And over here to the right of the screen, you will see Current Activity. Let's click on this option, and immediately you're going to be presented with some additional options as an administrator. Now right here, I can see everyone who would be logged onto the system. Now no one is currently logged onto the system other than me, the administrator. So I'm going to run another session right now and log on as another individual. So we'll just go ahead and log in, type my password and information in here, and simply log in. Upon doing so, the idea behind this is with each person that logs in to M1, as the administrator under current activity, you would be able to see those individuals logged in. So to prove that point, now that we're logged in as another user, we'll go ahead and minimize this instance of M1, and we'll open up our administrator, or switch back to our administrator. And now that we're back at the administrator's instance, let's go ahead and open up current activity once again. And probably to no surprise to you, you can see the user that was logged in is now visible to the administrator. Now, also the ribbon up top, you also have some additional options here that are available to you because you are the administrator. So let's check out this functionality here. This first option is Send Message Window. So what this does is this will allow you as the administrator to send a message to the person logged in, so long as you have their name highlighted like we have here, and it will show up in the top right hand corner of the screen. So it doesn't matter what different modules they're in, how many different windows they have open, this will show up above all of them in the top right hand side. And as you can see, it just said, hey, this message has been sent. So we'll close out of this and we'll go back into the individual's account and we'll see that come to fruition. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and there it is displayed right there. Again, it doesn't matter how many windows you have open, there's the message showing up. Let's go back into the administrator's portion and see the difference between sending a message in a window and sending a message as a pop-up. The term that M1 refers to is sending a message box, and what this does is when you send a message, it shows up in an individual box in the middle of the person's screen. So it really just depends on what your preference is, right? Now this will also show up above all windows that are open. So again, just how do you want to alert? There's a few different ways you can go about doing it, as you just have witnessed here. But let's go ahead and look at how this displays inside of a window pop-up or a message box. And there it is right there, folks. You can see that it's displaying exactly with the details that we have typed in. And from there, they can just hit OK, and that will close out of the window. Let's switch back to the administrator screen here, because there's still some additional features here. Let's look at the force logout feature here. There's a few different options in logging users out, just depending on what you wish to do. In this case, I'm going to force a logout. And again, you just need to select the user. This could be due to various reasons. Maybe they forgot to log out on their own and it's past their scheduled time. You can see that. Maybe you need to log them out because they're taking so many licenses up. Whatever the case may be, as the administrator, you're able to force a logout. Or maybe you want to type a message in here to send to them as to why you're logging them out. That could be the case as well. So we're just going to type in a message and we're going to indicate to the user that, hey, a forced logout is going to be happening. This will be required. And there's not going to be anything that they can do on their end for this logout. It's going to give them some time here, or a countdown, if you will, to that logout. So let's go ahead and take a look at how that's going to play out. Now, as you just witnessed, it did show that it was indeed sent, so the action did take hold. And as we look into the other account here, there we see it right there. So our message displaying, as well as the countdown that has been needed. And notice that the option of cancel is grayed out. Okay, so this is from the administrator here. There is no option. The system will shut down. They can either choose to shut down before the countdown is done, or they can click, or they can wait rather for the specified amount of time, and the system will manually shut them down as an end result, as you just seen right there. All right, so this has been another edition of Tech Tip Tuesday. My name is Kasey, and I'd like to thank you for joining us. Until next time.